You said you feel warm and fuzzy when Judge and Soto homer in the same game. How you feeling when Stanton's thrown into the mix?
I don't have anything clever tonight for you. It was such a nice night out, so I didn't need the hot cocoa tonight or anything like that. It was perfect weather out, and that certainly puts a smile on your face when those three guys do that.
Last season, you guys obviously struggled offensively. This year, you currently have one of the best offenses. How much is that solely because of Soto, and how much is that because of other factors?
Both. I mean, I think you got to include a lot of guys in that. You got to include Verdugo. You got to include now Rizzo back and healthy. You got to include health. Which we didn't have a lot of last year. So we're a different team, a better team, talking about offense. But again, it's also early May. So, we got to do it over the long haul and, make sure we're continuing to just lock in day to day. And that's the good thing because, a lot of you would ask me 5 days ago, why is the offense struggling? So, what I've seen the entire time, whether we've hit a little rough patch for a series or whether we're tearing the cover off for a series, is I feel like the intent and the purpose and the work and the focus of just really taking that tough at bat, grind it out at bat, is ingrained in these guys, and they're taking a lot of pride in that. So, and trusting in that, and trusting in that over time that's going to play itself out.
Max.
Yes Network showed a replay of everyone reacting in the dugout when the ball left Stanton's bat and just the faces.
Mm-hmm.
How would you describe just the reaction from the group at just another one after yesterday as well?
I think it was Prime tonight, wasn't it?
Amazon Prime.
Thank you.
My apologies.
I'm looking forward to seeing those reactions. I like to see those, so I will go back and watch those home runs tonight and pay attention to those reactions, and I'm sure I haven't seen them yet, so I can't really comment, but I'm sure they'll be pretty good.
And if it was a 2-iron last night, what was tonight?
Man, I don't know. I mean, just weird. Just hashtag weird.
Justin, did you have a question? JP, back right.
Thanks, Aaron. When you watch Volpe's at-bats this year, is he able to cover the plate differently than he was a year ago, just getting to different pitches?
Well, it's a great question, John. Yes. He has so much more coverage in the strike zone, up and down, side to side, which in turn, because he's more efficient to the ball, it's also putting him in a better position to take, because a lot of times being a great hitter is what you don't swing at, and he's doing a much better job of that.
Dan.
Carlos was really hard on himself last year in the midst of all those troubles. Have you gotten a sense of that some of that has gone away and that he can just focus on pitching now that he's having more success?
There's no question he's in a good place, and that's a credit to all the work he's done. And I've talked about it a lot. It started early in the off season, and his commitment to everything, pitching, conditioning, to put himself in a position to give himself a chance to have success. He's laid all that foundation, and now we're seeing some of the fruits of that. I still think he's hard on himself. He's pretty intense in game, but there's no question his foundation this year is much better, and in turn giving him a real chance to go have success when you walk out there with that kind of stuff. But he's paid the price for that, and that's what's encouraging.